Coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Jon Jones and Anderson Silva. The former UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit. And that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. All right, so here he is, the consensus greatest mixed martial arts athlete of all time, UFC light heavyweight champion Jon Jones. It has been a remarkable career. The toughest fight he has had came against you. He is trying to add to his legacy here tonight in what is yet another big spot for Johnny Bones.
Jon Jones is a guy that has reached the true pinnacle of mixed martial arts. No matter what he was going through outside of the octagon, the moment he stepped foot in there, he was just the best of the very best. I've shared the octagon with him twice, and I have never felt that I was getting attacked by so many different things. He's a phenomenal mixed martial artist, truly deserves to go down in the UFC Hall of Fame. A champion now, was a champion before, one of the longest reigns in UFC light heavyweight history.
And it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it as well as he does. That 84-inch reach, certainly one of many tools in the vast arsenal of Johnny Bones Jones. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Jones is 33, Silva is 45. Jones weighed in at 205 pounds. He will have a 7-inch reach advantage. We set it inside the...
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go, round one. I can barely hear myself thinking this arena right now. Two of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie, and they separate. Went for the inside leg kick. So both guys landing at will here. Good action early. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of... Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Up again here, but hurting. Nice punch by Jones. Just out of the range with that right hand. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming.
Oh, no. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Oh, straight right. So 33 total strikes have landed for Johnny Bones Jones.
Ah, that jab hurt him.
Oh, nice offering there with the knee. He talked to us a lot about that on Thursday. Felt like the knees would be there. It was certainly there.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to chase that finish down.
And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done, he's done. What a fight.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
So there he is as the celebration. Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. All right, here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagement. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. All right, so here he is, the consensus greatest mixed martial arts athlete of all time, UFC light heavyweight champion Jon Jones. It has been a remarkable career. The toughest fight he has had came against you. He is trying to add to his legacy here tonight in what is yet another big spot for Johnny Bones.
Jon Jones is a guy that has reached the true pinnacle of mixed martial arts. No matter what he was going through outside of the octagon, the moment he stepped foot in there, he was just the best of the very best. I've shared the octagon with him twice, and I have never felt that I was getting attacked by so many different things. He's a phenomenal mixed martial artist, truly deserves to go down in the UFC Hall of Fame. A champion now, was a champion before, one of the longest reigns in UFC light heavyweight history.
And it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it as well as he does. That 84-inch reach, certainly one of many tools in the vast arsenal of Johnny Bones Jones. Let's get this one started here. Round one is underway. And we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is. And this guy is as high level as we've ever seen in the UFC.
All right, single collar tie now. Oh, he told you off the top he had the reach advantage, and you saw it right there with that punch.
Big punch land.
Huge elbow!
What a fantastic strike.
Whoa! Oh, he might be out. Trying to stay in this fight. Oh! Knee to the body. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Big punch lands through the middle.
Big elbow!
You got him.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
So fighter a little bit stunned, holding on to him now, not doing a ton, just looking to recover. Now goes in and secures the takedown. So he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Oh, man, his leg kicks are outstanding, and you saw a great example of that just there.
And you see as the opponent starts to slow down, he cannot take many of those kicks.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Johnny Bones Jones.
I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks. Ooh, what a punch.
Oh, and he got tagged by that combination. His coach said on Thursday to us, it has to be punches and bunches. It has to be volume. And his students certainly followed up on that imperative.
So much volume, but the accuracy of this fighter is truly unbelievable.
Oh, huge block. Spinning back fist is there. Well, the strike lands there, but doesn't do a ton of damage because the fighter's cooked.
Yeah, he's done. He's thrown everything with absolute power. And now it does not matter how many times you jam on that X button, it will not do any damage.
This fight's gonna be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
There's the kick. It's blocked.
That one is going to end the fight.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Big knee there.
An uppercut landed.
Oh, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he might be out.
He's mixing up his target. Now he's on top of him looking for a finish.
That'll do it!
Unbelievable! What a performance!
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Next, it's a heavyweight matchup between Jon Jones and Nate Diaz. Well, enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stockton, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC because he has this sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfy anywhere but in the octagon. So it's a love-hate relationship with fighting for Nate Diaz. When he's happiest, when he's best, he's fighting in the UFC. A guy that boxes, unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that is the case yet again here tonight. All right, so here he is, UFC light heavyweight champion ×2, future Hall of Famer, a man you know as well as anyone, DC, Johnny Bones Jones.
Jon Jones is one of those talents that when you see him for the first time, you understand that he is something special. He has a very strong mind, unbelievable skill set, and an ability to rise to the occasion. He did it from the moment he first stepped foot in the octagon as a very young fighter to his long championship reign. Some of the victims on Jon Jones's resume is unbelievable to have beaten that many UFC champions over the course of the career, Jon Jones truly is one of the greatest martial artists of all time.
Skill for skill, one of the best fighters you will ever see, and very loyal when it comes to his team. He has been with Mike Winkeljohn and Greg Jackson since day one. Jon Jones trying to add to arguably the greatest mixed martial arts legacy the sport has ever seen here and now tonight.
Ready. Ready to fight?
All right, so here we go with round one, and on one side, clearly the more well-rounded fighter, yet when we sat down with him on Thursday, the first words out of his mouth, he ain't gonna submit me, I'm gonna try to take him down.
Oh my goodness, and you laugh just like that because you know how much. Oh! He got him!
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
So there he is after a monumental knockout turned in here.